Keep quiet and let mediocres rule you.
Trending issues across the globe, giving it an in-depth analysis with seasoned guest. YS Live with your host Yemi Sonde on Splash 105.5 FM Tuesdays 10 to 12 noon. YS Live Politics.
The more we now reorientate people, the more people begin to see that leadership is not about do or die, and that politics shouldn't be about me but we.
Sports, security, law, education.
It is only when the education of a country is well developed that that country can have the true development.
Entertainment, economy, health, business, religion, culture, environment, health, and fact files to widen your horizon. YS Live, Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan, 10 to 12 noon, Tuesdays. YS Live, English and Yoruba language.
To bawa and become legally, you are the one constituted to be there as the authority. For
advert placement and inquiries, call 0803 552 9883.
YS Live with Yemi Sonde on Splash 105.5 FM. YS Live.
YS Live.
YS Live.
káàárọ̀ ṣe dáadáa la bá yín gbogbo ilé ní gbogbo ilé iṣẹ́ tẹ́ wà àti gbogbo ojú ọ̀nà tẹ́ ti ń gbọ́ wa Ọlọ́run bá mi ò ní jó bàjẹ́ a máa ṣàṣejèrè ni o a ní ṣe àṣeṣọ́ọ̀tì ṣe dáadáa ni mo bá yín ẹ káàárọ̀ Yemi Sonde lórúkọ tèmi Splash FM lẹ ti ń gbọ́ wa 105.5 rédíò ọmọlúàbí Desmond Odigi àjọwà ń bí ni tó ń gbọ́wọ́lé lọ́wọ́ àwọn Progress My Media àwọn Dàmọ́lá Ológun fẹ́ Rashida ọlọ́wọ́ dán àwọn Julia Ugbalajọ wà bí yóò máa dùn ní kò ní kan ọlọ́wọ́ dán ni ó máa ń pè dán gan àwọn àlejò mi náà ti wà ń kalẹ̀ ti lórí console ni ọlọ́wọ́ dán lórí console ni kò má lọ́rọ̀ pé magician ni bọ́ orí console ló ti ń perform magic tiẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ nípa ètò ẹ̀kọ́ la mú wá láàárọ̀ yìí bóyá kí n sọ pé àwọn ọmọ iléèwé pàápàá jùlọ iléèwé gíga láti College of Education ní Polytechnic ní University ní kí wọ́n tẹ́tí gbọ́ wa dáadáa láàárọ̀ yìí bí káwọn òbí wa káwọn náà sì gbọ́ wa gan-an àwọn iléèwé tó bá ń gbọ́ wa ó ṣeé ṣe kán láǹfààní láti pè wọlé láti sọ àwọn ìrírí wọn lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ tá a wà yìí ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n wà níbi tí a jọ mú ọmọléèwé náà wà níbí àbí ọmọléèwé ń bẹ níbí bákan náà àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n nípa ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rọ kọ̀ǹpútà àwọn náà wà níkàlẹ̀ kí ni wọ́n try láti sọ àtìgbà tí COVID-19 ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ bó o tiẹ̀ lè tó ẹ̀kọ́ gan asu strike asu òde strike mọ̀ báyìí àbí ṣé ẹ̀kọ́ dẹ̀ ń lọ nígbà tá asu strike ṣẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ń lọ ẹ̀kọ́ ò tiẹ̀ lè lọ nígbà strike ti ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà tá asu òde strike mọ̀ bó o wá ní ṣé lè wé tó wọlé àwọn kan ní wọ́n wọlé àwọn kan ní wọ́n wọlé àwọn kan ní wọ́n ń ṣe ní virtual ní èwo ló ń pè ní virtual lórí ẹ̀rọ ayárabíàṣá ni wọ́n ti ń gba ẹ̀kọ́ bó wá ló ṣe rí bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn aráàlú òyìnbó bá mọ̀ pé wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe tiwọn nù ní Nàìjíríà wa ń bì ṣé ó smooth ṣé ó lọ dáadáa láti máa kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ láti orí ẹ̀rọ ayárabíàṣá láì ṣe physical learning àwọn oríṣiríṣi àkùdé wo ló wà ń bẹ̀ àǹfààní wo ló wà ń bẹ̀ njó tiẹ̀ ń ṣẹlẹ̀ rárá àwọn iléèwé wo ni ò tí ì wọlé àwọn iléèwé wo ni ò tí ì ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣé gbogbo akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ló mọ ẹ̀rọ ayárabíàṣá lò fún ẹ̀kọ́ kíkọ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tẹ́ bá rí tán mú fóònù dání àbí tán mú bí kán máa ṣe Snapchat kán máa ṣe TikTok kán máa ṣe Instagram kankan nípa tẹ̀kọ́ ó yàtọ̀ sí yẹn ṣé mo mọ fóònù lò sọ pé mo mọ ẹ̀rọ ayárabíàṣá lò láti fi ṣe tẹ̀kọ́ àti pé kí ni ìdánilójú wípé ohun tí à ń pè ní ẹ̀kọ́ lórí ayárabíàṣá yìí ó jẹ́ ohun tó múnádóko tó tàbá fi wé èyí tó bá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú kíláàsì tí àwọn ọmọ wà ń bẹ àwọn àkùdé wo ló wà ń bẹ àwọn àǹfààní wo ló wà ń bẹ àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ àjọ yànnà náà àjọ wò ó ibo lètò ẹ̀kọ́ dé kódà àwọn ìjọba gan jẹ́ bọ́jẹ̀tì tó ń fún ètò ẹ̀kọ́ gan ṣó tiẹ̀ fààyè lẹ̀ fáwọn iléèwé láti ẹ̀ ti ra àwọn ẹ̀rọ ayárabíàṣá yìí iléèwé mélòó gan ló ní àwọn ohun èlò yìí láti máa lò ṣáwọn lecturer fúnra wọn ló ń lo íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì wọn ni bandit mélòó ní iléèwé ní ṣé iléèwé náà ṣé lecturer ti gba owó ṣé lára owó wọn ni wọ́n fi máa ra ohun tí wọ́n fi máa ká wọn mọ́ ní ìlú òkèrè gbogbo ètò yìí ló wà tó sì jẹ́ pé ó wà so seamless bí ìgbà téèyàn kàn fẹ́ràn jẹ̀kọ́ ni kódà èèyàn lè wà Nàìjíríà kó jẹ́ pé ó ń gba lecture ó dẹ̀ ń lọ léèwé lọ́wọ́ nílùú òkèrè tí yóò sì gba certificate ẹ̀ tí yóò sì ṣe exam ẹ̀ normally tí yóò sì bóò ló ṣe rí lọ́dọ̀ tiwa ìjà ti débẹ̀ ṣáà ti súnmọ́ wọn rárá ǹjẹ́ kí n ṣe pé à ń jó lórí agolo ni ṣé kò ní kó bá ètò ẹ̀kọ́ wa àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ àwọn ìṣòro wo ló dojúkọ àwọn lecturer àwọn student náà ìṣòro wo ló dojúkọ wọn nípa ẹ̀kọ́ lórí ẹ̀rọ ayárabíàṣá virtual learning àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ àwọ̀ ògbò yẹn but ẹ̀kínkàn fẹ́ẹ́ máa bá àwọn nǹkan tó wà níbí báyìí yes news headlines for today this is Yemi Sonde live on Splash 105.5 FM and of course our focus for today is on education níbo education là ń sọ̀rọ̀ advent of virtual learning in Nigerian public institutions of course my guests are seated here we will look at some of these issues. How seamless is it? Does it affect the standard of education? Does it affect learning? Is it advantageous? We look at it from different angles. And if you're a student, you listen to us, you may have that opportunity to call in and let us have your view on the virtual learning. Is it that every institution now has gone virtual in teaching the students, or some are still waiting for the right time to resume fully and have a physical learning and all that, the normal physical learning? What are the advantages and disadvantages? We look at this compared to the Western world. If you look at what happens in the Western world, you know that this is just very seamless. It's just part of their lives. Education never stops there. It continues virtually, and it's so seamless. The system permits that. The system encourages that. Look at the coming to Nigeria, the education budgets. Do we have provision for this? And the lecturers as well. How, even if they are coming into virtual learning, are they, spending their own money from their pocket to place or put this in place? How do they get internet and all that? Are there hiccups in delivering the lectures and the system generally? Talking about virtual learning. In the meantime, let me quickly look at what we have as news headlines for today, 23rd day in the month of February. February is almost gone. Okay, Okorosha boasts of presidential bid. 14x8 gets 70 million bail. That's taken from the Punch. Yeah, the clash between Okorosha and Zudima on Sunday at Royal Spring Estate, Owerri. That was a very disgusting one. Well, I don't want to go into the nitty-gritty of that. Dawn to Southwest governors. Enforce anti-open grazing ban. Taken from the Vanguard. Enforce anti-open grazing ban. That would reduce the S-men wahala. Dawn to Southwest governors. The development agenda for Western Nigeria, Dawn, yesterday urged Southwest governors to enforce the anti-open grazing law in their state, saying the enforcement will enhance the security in the region. Director General of Dawn, Mr. Sheye Oyeleye, said this while addressing newsmen in Ibadan. Oyeleye said our governors should use the police and Amotekun to enforce the ban on open grazing. You can't make a law and go to bed expecting that it will be complied with. Former Governor Afayoshi enforced the law when he was there. Enforce anti-open grazing ban taken from the Vanguard. That's done to Southwest governors. Insecurity. Fulani herdsmen aren't bandits, but militants fighting ethnic war. Sheikh Guni says military knows where they are. That's taken from the Vanguard. Renowned Islamic cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi yesterday insisted that the armed Fulani herdsmen are not bandits, but militants fighting for ethnic survival. The former captain in the Nigerian Defense Academy, NDA, spoke on Channels Television's Politics Today while reeling out his experience with the armed herders. His words, it is a complex issue. It is an ethnic war, and the solution is dialogue and teaching them Islam. To them, they are talking about an ethnic existence. Asked if the armed bandits are Nigerians, Gumi said, they are Nigerians. I hate to call them bandits. They are militant fighting for ethnic survival. They want to defend themselves. If there is peace, you will not see such things as banditry, kidnapping, among others. If you are talking about victims, they have more victims on their side than others. To them, they are fighting a war of existence. What's your reaction to this? Let me quickly take that. Let's have some reactions before I come into what we have for today. What's your reaction to this? Fulani herdsmen and bandits. They are not bandits, but militants fighting ethnic war. Sheikh Gumi says this in the Vanguard. Let's have your views on this. Then I come to what we have. 009155105, 0056998678, 07069493000. Gumi says they are not bandits, but militants fighting ethnic war. What is your take? And the Southwest governors have been advised to enforce anti-grazing ban, taken from the Vanguard. That's from the Director General of Dawn. What are your views to these two issues? Let's take that, then I come to the education sector. Let's talk about this. 009155. Good morning. 0091551055, 0056998678, 07069493000. Gumi said they are Nigerians. He hates to call them bandits. They are militant fighting for ethnic survival. They want to defend themselves. If there is peace, you will not see such things as banditry, kidnapping, among others. Do you share this same view? If you're talking about victims, Gumi still went further. They have more victims on their side than others. To them, they are fighting a war of existence. If you are seeing them, herdsmen, you will discover they have nothing like civilization other than guns they are carrying. We are trying to talk to them to drop their guns. There are peace process ongoing, and they are ready to put down their arms. Do you have any call there? They are ready to put down their arms. They are not killing people. They are just engaged in ethnic revenge. The Fulani herdsmen are victims of military excesses. The armed herdsmen are kidnapping to make money. Speaking further, he said, when bandits go to a Fulani village, they go in groups and ransack the village just to revenge. It is a form of revenge. It is not because of criminality. It is ethnic revenge, says Gumi. Yes, the former Nigerian Defense Academy captain says this on Channels yesterday, on Channels Politics Today. So what's your view to this before I come to education? 08091551055, 0805699. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Please turn down the volume of your radio set.
Okay, sir.
Hello. Hello, good morning.
Please. Gumi should be arrested.
Who are we speaking with?
You are speaking with Ransom Johnson.
From where, sir?
I am from Ibadan here. I'm from Shegelu area.
Good, let's have you.
Gumi should be arrested. He's a terrorist. because of what? Who is he, by the way? By negotiating with bandits that are killing people? What is his staff? Who is he in this country? My name is Ransom Johnson. I'm at Shegelu area. I'm a minister of God. Gumi should be arrested.
Thank you very much. And let's have your view on enforced anti-open grazing ban done to Southwest governors. Let's have your view on this as well. Yes, good morning. 08056998678 07069493000 and 009155105. Gumi says the bandits, the S-men are not bandits, but militants fighting ethnic war. What's your view? Do you share the same view, or you have a different opinion? Hello, good morning. Àwọn kìnìún yóò ṣe jàǹdùkú o pé ìjà ẹ̀sán ni wọn. You may also share your view. Of course, you are Nigerians. Let's have your views too before if I have any call, let me have the call.
See, I believe it's very, very disappointing for somebody to say.
Hello, good morning.
Okay.
Hello. Okay.
I believe it's very, very disappointing for somebody to say that nothing justifies violence. Violence is violence, and you can't pity criminality. If somebody has done something wrong, he has done something wrong, then there's no two ways around it. So trying to justify whatever they have done is out of its house of place.
Hello, good morning.
Position too.
Hello, good morning.
Let's have your name, sir.
My name is Olaiwola.
Good. From where?
From Badria.
It says they are militant fighting for ethnic survival. Do you share the same view?
Sir, what exactly is Gumi fighting for? I mean, the bandits, the so-called Fulanis or whoever they call themselves. Which cause are they fighting?
They say they are reacting to military excesses.
On which document? Are they fighting for the north, for the south, or for the west? Which cause are they actually fighting? You are saying someone is not a bandit, killing people, kidnapping. Is it not a criminal? Is it not a criminal offense in this country? For the fact you are kidnapping is a criminal offense. If you can be killing your fellow human beings, and you are telling us, okay, it's as good as you are telling us that a man robber that went to a highway and he stole somebody's property and he killed him at the end of the day. And he was taken to prison, and at the end of the day, the law will say that they should kill him. So what is the law for? The law, what exactly the law for in this country? Is there any constitutional that said, okay, if I a bandit, you can kidnap?
It says they are fighting. It says they are fighting a war of resistance.
War of resistance. It should expatiate for that, because we don't really actually understand the war of resistance that he's talking about. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, your name, sir. Where are you calling from?
My name is Oluwafemi Ebeole. I'm calling from Akubo.
Let's have you.
What you said that they are fighting for existence. If you are fighting for existence, you are fighting for good reason. You're not supposed to kill someone that is that doesn't offend you on anything. Going to meet people on their farmland and harming them. Are you fighting a good cause? It's not a good cause. If you want to talk of soldiers that went to war to fight, if you kill someone in a war, you are fighting a good cause, because a war under even in the Bible, a soldier has not committed anything while killing in the war. But these people you are killing, they don't have anything to fight you back. As in, you are not on any battleground. You went to meet them on their farmland, and you are killing them. And somebody is now saying that they are fighting for existence. So it means he has something to do with them, or he's trying to. They should ask him more questions. They should interrogate him. They should ask him more questions. But in the course of asking him questions, they will see some things that are hidden. They should check him. He needs to be searched very, very well. That's my own view about that, about his statement. He needs to be asked a lot of questions.
Thank you very much. The former captain in the Nigerian Defense Academy, NDA, Ahmad Gumi, says they are not bandits, but militants fighting ethnic war. What's your view? Good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Your name?
What is that? This is Akitala Biodo from Igbora.
From Igbora. Let's have you.
No, just as the analyst there has outside said, criminality is criminality. Crime is crime. You understand?
Yeah,
you cannot say because of the fact that you don't want your tribe to probably go into extinction that you will now probably result in crime or criminality. It can never be justified. Okay, now let us look at this from this particular angle. When the Igbos are probably clamoring that Nigeria should desist from marginalizing them. You can see the organized protest. It's a peaceful protest to me. And that's why they have a particular organization called IPOB. The federal government, without them or them, actually cast a sanction on them and ban them, prescribe them as criminal terrorists. Now, what is preventing the federal government from doing the same to this particular tribe? And this is an indication to the fact that those that are laying claim to the fact that President Muhammadu Buhari is a tribal bigot, they are to certain extent correct. Their assertion to certain extent is impeccable. So you can't say because of your survival of your ethnic group, that is why you report to carry AK-47. Criminal is criminal. But one thing I would just implore everyone to do is this. Hello?
I can hear you.
One thing I will implore those that are at the end to do is that we should depoliticize everything we are doing. Both security. Look at when they actually establish a person. You could see that the federal government frown upon it. You understand? And that is why to certain extent, we've not recorded any result so far. Because we are still recording kidnapping in the southwest, especially in the states. So I would just tell them, no matter what the Bauchi State governor and the like might say, to me, they are being trying to be a tribal bulldog, which is not supposed to be. We are all Nigeria, and that will remain in our heart.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. What's your view? What's your advice for the government, the federal government in particular? Gumi says military knows where they are. Hello, good morning. You are saying something?
Yes, I was saying nothing justifies violence, no matter how small it is. And then what are we saying? Are we saying that a particular ethnic group is being threatened? How are they being threatened? If somebody that is just traveling around, through the road, is he threatening you? Has he pointed gun at your any member of your ethnic group? And how exactly are they really threatening?
Hello, good morning. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, my name is Engineer Ashina. I'm calling from Oluyole.
Let's have you, sir.
Yeah, my own view on the issue of herdsmen open grazing here in the Southwest is what I want to say something about.
Okay, let's have you.
Now that they've given the Southwest governors the grace to at least protect the forest as it is in our region, I think the responsibility is now on them. And we people also should now see it as something that we put on them. Because now that they've been told to guard the forest, we should let them know that it's their responsibility to protect every Southwesterner here. By now, we expected them to be proactive in ensuring that Amoteco, in conjunction with the police, are now embarking on forest guards. By now, we expect them to have come out with a plan on how they want to secure our forest so that we avert further loss of lives. So, I will suggest to our governors to please, as a matter of urgency, and with utmost alacrity, get into our forest and start protecting every citizen in the Southwest. That one concerns me more. All the issue of kidnappings here and there is still falls within the structure they've been given by federal government now to protect their own environment. We should see them coming together now and map out a way of covering all these excesses of planning herdsmen. Now we don't need individuals coming out to say, I want to protect my fatherland. If they know what they are doing, you will see them that they are proactive. Then you may not see people coming, taking laws into their hands. You may not see anarchy, coming up at this point in time. So I would suggest to our governors to let us see them acting in protecting our people here in the Southwest. That's on that. On the issue of banditry, as Gumi have said, I still think this is an animal farm. One is much more influential than the other. If it were to be the Southwest, they will have called them another name, like it happens to IPOP. I don't see why government should be, relating with criminals. It shows that how the northern should go to cover their own people, branding and rebranding them. Although they are still killing themselves, but one time or the other, if you see extend to this place, like we are experiencing kidnapping now. So please, let's face reality. Like the Minister of Defense has said that we keep criticizing him, that we defend ourselves. That's the simple truth. Where we are now, everybody should be ready to defend himself or herself. And we hope with the cooperation of our governors in the Southwest, they should call for, they too, they can declare state of emergency as far as security is concerned, and let's see how we can progress as a people. So I'm advising our governors on the issue of Fulani herdsmen killing. Now they have the open check to operate and guard their vicinity, their region. They should come together and have a formidable team to drive away herdsmen on our land.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you. If you are talking about victims, they have more victims on their side than others. What's your view? Let's have that. Let's have 3 or 4 more. Then we go for this commercial. Yes, what's your view, my brother here?
Well, I am saying beyond what Gumi said. I'm saying what because now I think it's a good thing that he's saying it because it's a view of Gumi that might as well be a view of many other people like Gumi. So if we say this is one Nigeria, and then some group of people think that, oh, I have the right to protest or to carry gun, but you don't have the right to protest or carry gun. So what I'm thinking is, could it be that this is the same thinking that Buhari has, that, oh, this set of people, don't touch them, or they are trying to survive, but of course, if anybody carry gun anywhere else, because looking at it this way, it's just a form of, one of the callers said, it's like an animal farm. Some people are more
survival of the fittest.
Yeah, so if truly Gumi is saying this, let's find out. Is it truly the view of many other people, many other probably people of that clan that says, oh, we are trying to survive, just let us survive. Okay, so if that is true, then I think I'm saying we as the people that don't think like that, I'm not talking about any tribe, need to think about one thing, which is how do we restore normalcy into society? And I think the answer would be, how do we restore justice? Because now, he said, my friend here said that somebody carried gun, they get a death sentence. And then somebody else carried gun. Now, I'm just paraphrasing what he said, actually. Somebody else carried gun, you give them money. If you look at it very well, you understand that it just shows the situation in our country that there is nothing like justice, because somebody is getting killed for something that somebody else is getting money for. So I think that everyone else that don't think like this, if we want to solve this problem, we should think about it this way, like, yes, how do we ensure that this kind of thing does not happen in any other form? Because sometimes it's happening in the form of some plan now, and then, you know, the lack of justice is happening in this form. Sometimes it happens in another form. Probably some people are getting jobs, some are not getting jobs. Some people are getting allocation from government, some are not getting allocation from government. So how do we make sure that we create for ourselves a society that brings only one thing, and that is justice? That, okay, I understand that I may be poor, I may be rich, but there is something I have that I know that, yes, this community or this society, this country can give me, and that is justice. So I don't care if somebody is carrying gun in the forest, but also give me a right to carry gun. At least let me have a chance to defend myself. But if you say that they have the right to carry gun, you are negotiating with them, they still have a gun with them, but it's still in the constitution that we can't bear fair arms. So that is the kind of conversation I believe we should be having. And not that somebody said this, somebody said, I think we should understand. If some people view this, if, for instance, the Gumi thinks like this, most likely other people are thinking like that. Does the president think like that? If the president thinks like that, let's go and face them with a different thing. Okay, you want to carry gun, let's all carry gun. You want to be kidnapping, let's all be kidnapping. Let's know that, okay, if somebody is, so I believe that the problem, the number one problem we have in Nigeria today, and what dissociates us from the developed country, is lack of justice. Somebody does this, they get away
inequality in the land.
Inequality. So I believe that is what the conversation should be after. Because somebody is saying IPOB, then somebody else is saying the Fulani is carrying gun. And then the thing there is unequal. Now, look at from the statement you read. Gumi said these people, they feel like they are being marginalized, like they are trying to survive, okay? We also think that, or let's say the IPOB will think that they're being marginalized. Why does everybody feel like they're being marginalized in their own country? So let's sit down and talk. Let's think about how can we forge justice in this land.
Thank you very much, my contributors there. Apparently my guest for today's focus. My guest, we have Comrade Olusegun Akeju.
Yes.
He's the Student Union Government President, University of Ibadan.
Yes. Sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
And of course, Ayola Falola is a cyber security professional and a senior computer software programmer. Good morning.
Good morning,
Mr. Ayola.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming on this program. Yes, we'll go for this short break. When we come back, we'll look at advent of virtual learning in Nigerian public institutions. Stay put and let's enjoy this program this morning. My name is Yemi Sonde. Good morning.
Light, camera, wake on.
No, it's not an act. This is my life for all to see. In the bright lights, see blessings how they follow me. From small beginnings to big brother. From the chances I take to the inspiration I give others. I am a rapper, a singer, a winner. I am an icon. So when they turn the lights on, they see that I am Lakon.
Don't miss I Am Lakon, a new Showmax original reality series. Watch brand new episodes from March 4th only on Showmax.com.
Wow, it's here.
What's that? What's here, Mom?
The new Maxi 20 hand sanitizer.
Tell me about it, Mom.
The new Maxi 20 hand sanitizer is carefully produced to help us fight germs and provide the right protection for every family.
Introducing the new Maxi 20 hand sanitizer to help you fight germs every day.
Mom, now I can clean up germs that touch my hand and be fine, right?
Yes, son, you can, because Maxi 20 will keep you protected.
Yippee!
Maxi 20, more on germs. Another quality product from Intercontinental Distillers Limited.
Fresh breath is good, but strong teeth and fresh breath is even better. Use Oral-B 2-in-1 toothpaste for strong teeth and long-lasting fresh breath.
Wash
Wash your hands properly on the running water for at least 20 seconds to stop the spread of germs. This public service message is brought to you by Dettol.
Lights, camera, Lakon.
No, it's not an act. This is my life for all to see. In the bright lights, see blessings how they follow me. From small beginnings to big brother. From the chances I take to the inspiration I give others. I am a rapper, a singer, a winner. I am an icon. So when they turn the lights on, they see that I am Lakon.
Don't miss I Am Lakon, a new Showmax original reality series. Watch brand new episodes from March 4th, only on Showmax.com.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey they use Comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
These are the steps to wash your hands.
Wet your hand, apply soap, scrub your palms, scrub your fingers too. Scrub your nails, scrub the back, the front, and rinse your hand. Wash your hand, wash your hand.
Wash your hands properly on the running water for at least 20 seconds to stop the spread of germs. This public service message is brought to you by Dettol.
Now, where's that Dubic malt? Today was just one of those days. You know, woke up by 5, made breakfast, went to work, did my job, then my Oga's work, then Oga's work, came home, made dinner, and now nothing can stop me from enjoying my rich, smooth, refreshing Dubic malt.
Enjoy the silky smooth taste of Dubic Malt. Dubic Malt, crown the moment.
Mọ ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àyíká rẹ nípasẹ̀ ìròyìn BBC ní Yorùbá. Nítorí kí o tó lè tayọ, o ní láti mọ̀ ọ́. Ní ìmísí pẹ̀lú àwọn oríṣiríṣi ìròyìn láti ibi àti káàkiri àgbáyé. Nígbà tí o bá ní ìmọ̀ nípa ohun tó ń lọ ní àgbáyé, o lè ṣe ohunkóhun. Mọ ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àyíká rẹ. Wá BBC News Yorùbá kàn.
I won't tell you the secret of better food. Na the no chicken and classic seasoning powder. The ingredient that take make am na natural by nature, like real chicken, rosemary, black and white pepper, garlic, onion, parsley, mushroom, coriander. If you knack no seasoning powder for inside your jollof, fried rice, egusi, and all other soup, you go know say flavor pass flavor. No seasoning powder, natural by ingredients. Bangba by flavor.
Some energy drinks promise power, but are more like this. What you need is this. New Predator Energy Drink. Rule your kingdom. Now sells for only 200 naira.
Excuse me? Yes, I'm talking to you. You who always wants to give your family the best things. I know you love this exciting DSTV decoder bundle offer. Instead of 18,600 naira, you can get a new DSTV HD decoder plus 1 month DSTV confirmed subscription for a lower price of 9,900 naira. Yes, you heard me right. A brand new DSTV HD decoder plus 1 month DSTV confirmed subscription for a lower price of 9,900 naira. If you've always wanted to give your family amazing entertainment, then this is your time. Offer starts from February 1st for a limited time only. Terms and conditions apply. DSTV Nigeria. It's your moment.
Now, where's that Dubic malt? Today was just one of those days. You know, woke up by 5, made breakfast, went to work, did my job, then my Oga's work, then Oga's work, came home, made dinner, and now nothing can stop me from enjoying my rich, smooth, refreshing Dubic malt.
Enjoy the silky smooth taste of Dubic Malt. Dubic Malt, crown the moment.
YS Live.
YS Live.
we're shifting our attention now to education. Our main focus for today. Somebody says God will help us in Nigeria. We help the government to solve our problems. And we help us to solve our problems too.
Well, yeah. It's all our responsibility, I think.
Advent of virtual learning in Nigerian public institutions. Comrade Olusegun Akeju.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
What is the situation now? ASU at call of strike?
Yes, sir.
As the school fully resumed, what is the situation currently?
Okay, ordinarily we are supposed to resume lectures yesterday. But
physical lectures?
Virtual lectures.
Virtual lectures?
Yes.
Okay.
But, there's ongoing NASU and SANU strike. So the Senate have not been able to sit on previous sessions' results. So it is only when the Senate sits on previous session results that they will be able to declare that session closed and then open the next session. So this week by Thursday, hopefully, from what I know, the Senate, University of Ibadan Senate should sit. Then lectures will continue afterwards. So University of Ibadan, for example, is going all virtual, at least for the first semester. But if the situation of things gets better, then we can resume physically.
All virtual?
By second semester. So, but for first semester, every activity is going to be virtual.
Every activity?
Every activity, yes.
Do you think UI is ready for this?
Okay, I can't say whether UI is ready for it until we start. Because from university management, they are assuring us that everything is set to resume virtual classes. So we can only know when we resume. Now, let's take, for example, Unilag issue. When they planned virtual classes, the whole things started to be clear, or they got to know more information. The student got to know more information when they started, and they saw that the sites broke down. So with the
site broke down?
Yes, for the first few days or thereabouts. So, but with what we are looking at here, the whole system, University of Ibadan is relying more on Moodle. It's an e-learning platform and all. So we would have to resume first to see how things would run. But we are getting the assurance that everything is going to run well as at now.
As at now?
Yes.
Okay. You wanted to say something?
Well, I would say the e-learning, like Mr. Akeju said, there is really no way you can know for sure if the school is ready until they actually go all out and say, okay, let's start. Because there's a lot of things that would happen along the way that they may not plan for or something. So I expect there might be some hiccups, there might be some problems. That is understandable, but I think that the bold move is something that we should all welcome. The e-learning thing. I think it brings more good than the challenges that we may
encounter.
Yeah, I think it may bring more good. So looking at it from the perspective of something that has a lot of merits. And if those merits may be something we desire, if they be something that we want to have, do we want to assess harness those benefits? Then I think that we should look at it. Then whatever challenges, let's look at how we can some of those recommendations. I would talk about them probably later. But I believe it's a welcome development.
Now talking about e-learning equipment and materials. The materials and equipment.
Okay, yes, for now, you're just using your gadgets, your phones, your laptops, and everything you can use to access the internet. From the students' angle. And then from the lecturers to respect the same thing, and probably then they can connect to a larger number of people. So what you need data, and you need a very good gadget to assess.
Are you aware some students are not buoyant enough
definitely
to have these gadgets?
Thank you. Yes, that has been our worries. We've been going to see what we can do.
How?
We have relayed these questions to many officials of the management on the best way to do to go around it. And then yes, there will be pre-recorded classes You understand? And also materials will be online. So you don't necessarily, although there will be classes that are going to be live. So you don't. So if you miss out live classes, that means you are not missing out of the whole program. So if you don't have access to data at that point, or you don't have what is required, you can still probably go meet somebody that you know could give you access to those things, and also still use them. So you can still get the materials and print them out to read, to study. So those are the things that I know are on ground at the moment.
The special needs, special people with special needs, how do you integrate these people?
Yes, I
hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, I understand. People with special needs. So as at now, I believe there might be phones or gadgets that are specially made for this setup.
Maybe you might come in there and tell us.
Well, I would say it's called, let's say there's a word for it. It's called accessibility. How do you make this thing that you're doing? How do you make it accessible to everybody? Whether the person has, hearing impairment or, eye troubles, or the person using glasses, or, how do you make it that me being too short, if there's, does not deny me the access to this platform or these resources? How do you, me being too tall, me being, whatever. So, and I would say, we've not, most of the things that we do here from observation, we've not actually been thinking about these things. For instance, how accessible is, because we're talking about University of Ibadan now. I don't know how accessible the physical classroom had been to people with a wheelchair. So to think about how accessible it's going to be for somebody in some other categories for the online, I am not expecting much from the school. But I would say that the digital space, because it's something that is University of Ibadan is not inventing this thing. So they are not doing something that has never been done before. So I would expect that, and the digital space has been, the accessibility, the need for accessibility is already resounding everywhere in the technology space now. People developing systems, that yes, you have to make your system accessible. If you have a phone, there's a way I can make my phone to be, the content to be bigger, so that I can see, so a lot more people can see. And also there are things to reach the screen reader that would, you can get a text message now on your WhatsApp and the system will read it for you. So those things have been built. So I just hope that the management would integrate those things into the system that they are using. But of course, if it's not there right now, I would not be surprised based on, how things are here. There are, but I would think that the people that would access it from this country, they're already aware of how the situation here, how we stand. That okay, if you're going to a place, that there is most likely most public spaces in Nigeria, including schools, you cannot just go in there with your wheelchair. Somebody have to help you. So they are already aware of this thing. So probably if they would get a special device to make all these things, probably a screen, but mostly you have screen readers. Every computer has something that this computer I have in front of me now, if I press Windows U, it will bring up the accessibility option. I know that because I'm a tech person. People that have disability also would know that because they will teach it in whatever schools that they've gone to, that okay, there is a way you can access the accessibility for a particular platform that you are entering. So I believe that would be of help for now. But yes, I think people with disability should have a community. They should have a community within the school that they should talk about what are the challenges that they will assess. And I think as a student union president, you should try to look at within the students, how many people has challenges, and what are the things that can be done to make it possible for them. So that is the way that I would look at it.
Before talking about this app, screen reader and all, you were talking about challenges. What are the challenges you've noticed that could actually crop up coming all virtual for the first semester?
Yes, you've mentioned one. The first one is people that don't really have the
Let's quickly go for this short break. When we come back, you take it up from there.
Splash FM 105.5.
Mamas, on a good one, For your picking bright smile, make sure say them they brush every day with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection because Colgate locks calcium in.
Splash FM 105.5.
So let's have you.
Yes, you mentioned one. First one is the fact that some students don't have Android phones or phones that can, or gadgets like laptops that can actually be used to access the internet, you understand, to attend these classes. Then some don't really have the money to get the right data, because we are going all virtual. You should be using more and consuming more data than usual. So these are, and also the subject.
Are you aware they won't spend less than approximately like 10,000 in a month?
Yes,
to get
won't,
data,
because
it can't be less than that.
It can't be less
just
than
being
that,
economical.
Yes, in the day you should be projecting about 1 gig in the day, and 1 gig package is almost around 300 naira. So for a week it's around 1,500, and then for the whole month is around 6,000.
And if you are looking at virtual, if you are talking about virtual, you spend more. You use more. What do you call it now? Data.
Yes.
Than the usual
ones.
That use. So that's why I said in the neighborhood of 10,000.
Yes.
Thereabout.
It's a lot. In fact, from my own calculation, for a whole semester, you should be spending nothing less than 24 to 30,000 on data bundle. That is if you get the best offers.
You spend more than that. I'm very sure you will spend more than that.
You will spend more.
You spend more.
Yes. So it is. These are
because the truth is, I don't want to mention the service provider. If you have to go virtual for like 2 hours thereabouts, and you load your data like how much is that? About 15,000. You may not. You may exhaust it in a week. If you give virtual in a week.
Yes.
I'm very aware of what I'm saying. In a week, you may exhaust 15,000 if you have to. So if you're not careful, you may be spending close to about 50,000 in a month. So if I say 10,000, I'm just being extremely economical. That 10,000 might be just for 1 week. If you have tried virtual meetings before, you will know what I'm talking about. So virtual classes would go nothing less than in the neighborhood of 30 to 50,000 monthly. That's the truth. At least each class will be like 1 hour.
Yes.
Abi?
Yes.
And if you do 2 hours on virtual meetings for like 3 or 4 times, your 15,000 is exhausted. That's the truth.
Yes.
So what are we talking about? We are not talking about sending text messages. We're not talking about WhatsApp chat.
Yes.
At least you should know better.
Yeah, actually,
I'm still coming back to the problems or the challenges.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You're right. See,
I wanted you to expatiate on that.
There are some content that passes through the internet. The internet helps in sending your communication from one point to another. Let's say your lecturer prepares your lecture, the lecture that would take place in the classroom that you will see in person. You listen to in person. The voice is coming in person, and then you are seeing the person. And then, but now the person would record probably a video, and that video, and put it on their own computer. That video has to be transmitted to you where you are probably on your phone or your computer. So such content would come with, like some people that have downloaded videos before on the internet. That videos, when you're downloading a video, it actually like maybe depending on the quality of the video, it goes up. Like some can be like 700 megabytes or whatever, and those are even ones that, because they know you want to download it, they have compressed it very well. But if you're listening to a live whatever, there is no chance. The compression cannot be really much like that. So if you want, if they want it to be seamless and with high quality, then it's going to be gulping a lot of data. And of course, the students can say, "Oh, I want to turn off the video. Let me just do voice," because of course, those are the kind of things that now the video is not coming; it's just the voice. But even that, they are still going to be spending a lot, but they are not going to be getting the quality of, you know, there are some things the lecturer want to gesticulate or something, that, they want to use his hand like this. You can't see that, right? You just be hearing voice. So, I think that.
And learning is not just voice. Visual is part of learning, which is very, very important.
They will be making a presentation.
Yes. And it sticks to your brain even sometimes more than the audio.
Yes. Right.
The illustrations and all that might be what you remember for a particular question.
It registers well.
Yeah. And from there you answer the first question. But if it's about video, audio or true, you may not actually get it all right.
Yeah.
So some of the challenges, yes.
Yes, I've mentioned majority of the challenges is the fact that they have limited ability to get the right gadgets and access to the internet. Some are disabled. Those especially challenged set of people. These are major things that we should be expecting. And also, we should also remember that we might be having network issues. We might be having live sessions, and then, one network provider service can just, something can happen from the lecturer's place. So these are things that we are going to be experiencing when we start the virtual classes fully. You understand? Yes.
Yeah, I would say the challenges are expected. Most of the challenges are inherent in the fact that we live in Nigeria. Like many of the challenges that you just mentioned now, they are inherent because you live in Nigeria. Internet is like almost inaccessible to most people. There is there's whether you don't have money to get it or you get it, what you have money for is not enough to what you need. Or let's say there is a knowledge gap, which is because of course you are asked to do something, but then the people that they want you to do that thing will not give you what you need to do it. I recall the time when they said, okay, JAMB now will go online, that you will do JAMB on the computer, and I'd be like, okay, fine, the government wants you to do, or let's say, I'm mentioning government now, they want you to do exam online, but there is no computers in school. That means they want you to go out there to go and learn it however you want. So I believe that the knowledge gap, the angle that I would, want us to look at is, okay, these challenges that comes because we are Nigerians, can we also find some Nigerian ways to solve them? So, for instance, now I would expect that the school, the university, and this is how you can, if you want to approach the school, you can talk to school to get, Wi-Fi in the school area or maybe around it.
Yeah, we have Wi-Fi in the school area.
Okay.
But actually, right now, the instruction is that nobody is expected on campus.
You can't come into campus.
Yes, because of the pandemic.
COVID restriction.
Yes, I understand. But the school, we have Wi-Fi on campus at almost all faculties.
And every student can access it.
Yes, you all have your access codes on your designated email address with the school. You understand? But that's not the problem. If students are not going to be around, then we should just assume that they are not going to have access to.
Of course.
Then there could be a specialized plan for students. I remember there was a time, if they could strike deals with Facebook to get, there is some of these network providers struck a deal with some media companies that, okay, they can access the sites for free. So there could be I don't know whether it's at the level of the Ministry of Education or the level of, the school. Anybody, the school could approach network providers or anyone and say, okay, fine, this e-learning platform, can you give us, this is time for our students that once they are on the platform, they can access it for free. Or let's say they will pay 3,000 per term and then they can access for all those. So those are of course, it's not like, those may be like the Nigerian ways to solve the problem. So if I know that, yes, if I pay 5,000 naira in a month and I'm on this particular network provider, I could, access all my e-learning content for free on network. So it will give me, I will know that, yes, I just need to raise 5,000 in a month or a term. And then, instead of having, because now if I have to subscribe to normal, it would be like, there is no way I can gauge what I need. Even if I want to ask my uncles to send me money or something, there's no if I ask them for 10,000, I may need to call them again 2 weeks after to ask for more money or something. So I think we should, as student union, I think that what you can do to solve the problem, especially of the funding, is to ensure that you have a together effort. Don't allow the students to bear some of these things by themselves. If possible, if you can approach the school authority, or if you can approach the network provider. I know there are some network providers.
We approached some network providers. I don't want to mention names. So we approached two, and they were giving us options, but still, students would have to pay. But they're still going to be affordable compared to the normal payments. Some were even offering about 50 terabytes for about 7.5 million naira or so. So, and that would take a lot. So we are going to
7.5 million naira.
Yes, for 50 terabytes. One other one offered 10 million naira for the same
50 terabytes.
And for 90 days, that's 3 months. So it would have to get students to pay, because we don't have the money to settle them. We have to get students to pay and then give them. And then, we cannot restrict students to one network because we don't know which one works best in their area. So, however, we are still working our ways around it to see how best we can help the students to get at least subsidized data.
Well, I think in this case, and I believe everything will fall back to management, whether, of course, there is a lot you can do, but there's still some things that you may not be able to do especially in that regard. But I believe striking a deal, whether at the
Minister of Education level,
it would solve, because now you don't
for students to contribute 7.5 or 10 million naira for 3 months. Where would you get that from?
That's the major challenge that we are facing. And come to think of it, for just one specific network. And even with their all on the same network, it would have been easier to even.
How much would that translate to per student?
At least for a gig, we are giving them 1 gig, or for a gig it will cost around 150 naira for a gig. So it's still cost effective compared to other packages. You understand?
That's it for all students.
Yes, but the problem is just to get them to, pay it, especially when you know that you are not getting the same network. So, and
another students are not even on campus.
You understand?
You don't have the data. You don't have student data. You don't have how to get in touch with them. And even doing this, you have to consult the Senate, consult the authority. You need to have a kind of approval of the authority, the school authority, for this. It's not what you can just say as the student union president.
You must pay this.
It's not what you can just do all alone. The school has to be carried along. This should.
Yeah, I believe in this case, right? The school has a lot to do, because now are you getting a reduction in the tuition you're paying?
No.
If you're not getting a reduction, and then part of your tuition you're paying for the internet that is on campus that they will not give you now, right?
Yes.
And that money they should put it in this, they should.
Are you sure students pay for internet?
Well, I paid when I was in school, though. I know.
We pay. In fact, it's part of what we are fighting the management for at the moment. We ordinarily pay 6,500 naira for technology fee, which include internet service and other things. But this session, they are increasing it to 10,000 naira, taking into consideration the whole COVID-19 and virtual classes. But still, we've been on our toes to make sure we get the management engaged, to let them know that, in fact, students are even, losing a lot.
Yeah.
To even increase the money, we're expecting that money to be used, to help the situation of things. Especially,
but now students are left to.
There is this platform called I think I mentioned the other time that there is Facebook, for instance, had some deals with some network providers in Nigeria, so they could add that e-learning platform to. I think the management could work on adding that e-learning platform, because everyone that is on that platform can you can access those information for free. And I think education is one of
it happens. Yeah, you know that some network providers would make you have access to Facebook for free.
Yes.
Yes, we were offered. that same package. So it has to be, for it to work, it has to be a deal between the school and the network provider, and it's going to cost a lot of money. Now, to some extent, except you have probably a login details or something, that means that platform will be free for anybody, even if you are not a student of University of Ibadan.
I think that's
except there's something you work around.
Go. The money would be huge for SUG. It will not be huge for the management. Of the school. I believe that, because the money they would pay to do that will not be, because if you look at it comparatively, when you're looking at cost, I look at comparative. It's the money you will spend to give to network providers to give you this kind of service will not be as the amount that you would use to manage the classrooms if the students were going there. So if you're not doing that, why not just channel this money to ensure, because what is the use of your e-learning if the students can access it? Yes. I think the best, if you look at the success of e-learning, you can now, go to a school in the UK without leaving Nigeria. You can go to a school in Dubai. You grow online. The beauty of it is that you can access all those content. So they will not give you a degree. They will not give you a certificate if they know that these people, they will not even watch any of the classes or whatever. Or they would. So the success of
actually they get you engaged. They give you assignments.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. There's no way you have such learning overseas, so to speak, in the Western world, that you will not be engaged. They will be very sure that you are not just passing by.
Yeah.
They won't give you the certificate.
Yeah, there's a level of engagement that is expected of you, and they track everything. If you're supposed to submit a particular thesis, an assignment, or whatever, you have to.
And they are all time bound.
Yes.
At so period, submit this assignment.
So it is very important that the students are given what they need. You must understand the focus of education. That is not on you, the management. It's not on you, the government. The focus should be on the people who want to receive this form of education. Which is, how do they access it? You're going online. It's not you're not doing something that is, like I mentioned the other time, it's not novel. It's not like you're trying to test. It's not an experiment. These are people's future, and whether you like it or not, and one thing I've said this, some people are moving forward. If you look at private universities now, for instance, they are moving forward. They did not lose any semester during the pandemic. They did not lose. They are moving. So, and these are the same. Their mates are here still struggling, whether they want to. That's why
I focus this morning is on public institutions.
And sincerely, let me tell you, this thing is real. It's I conducted. It wasn't an experiment; it was real as well. During the pandemic, we started this coding club where people they would sign up online. We teach them coding and all that. And of course, I said I wanted it to be accessible to everybody. Let everybody be able to. Then we made it to be cheap. Do you know what happened eventually? We had a lot of people. They're interested. I want to do this. Yeah, it's interesting. We want to look. And when the reality set in, I realized that, somebody would just say, I can't join tonight, there's no light in my area. I can't, my data has exhausted. I can't. So now we realize that we made this thing to be cheap so that they can access it. But the reality is that the Nigerian factor, because eventually, what I found out, more people from South Africa, from the UK, the US, were the ones that were benefiting from this program. The people in Nigeria, it got to a time that we were even giving them scholarship. Okay, come and do this thing for free. They could not. Would I be?
There's no lights.
There's no light. There's no.
They can't charge their.
Would I be sending them money to buy generators in there, or would I be sending them money to
buy fuel?
So the reality will begin to set in. But I hope that the management will care enough to ensure that the focus is on the students. That's okay. Of course, they would have been spending money for lecturers too. I believe the recording, whatever, is not going to be free. Would they ask lecturers to be recording? They would be giving out some allocation. Probably they invested in this software. They would have paid for it. They would have paid to teach whatever. Let them also invest in the students. This is very, very important. Because sometimes some of the challenges we face in society today is because we have not invested in the things that we're supposed to invest on. You are not investing in your people. You are buying things. For instance, look at this e-learning platform, right? It is, I believe, it's a slap on the face of the University of Ibadan to just be thinking about e-learning today. I was thinking, the difference between here and then in advanced countries is that the way they moved into e-learning is that they were moving to e-learning to make life easier for them, to be able to access more people, reach more people, blah, blah, blah. We are switching to e-learning to respond to a pandemic, to avoid a disaster.
Yes.
To avoid a disaster.
If not for the fact that we had the pandemic, we wouldn't know that we are lagging behind when we talk about virtual classes and virtual learning.
But now, the distant classes, how have they been operating?
Okay, for
distance classes,
yes, they upload materials online, some videos.
That's e-learning now.
That's e-learning.
So they must have been operating e-learning. I'm just trying to bring that up.
Yes, UI has been operating e-learning.
Yeah, it's not
on a larger scale. You know, when we're talking about some schools, everything, even registration,
they still
everything
go to
online.
The thing is, the e-learning as we have it, as we had it in Nigeria before, is just like you see. So I found some schools that they used WhatsApp. They just put everybody in the class into a WhatsApp group. They'll drop the materials, and with that, you of course it's e-learning. If you want to, there's no other word for it is e-learning. But are you harnessing all the benefits of e-learning? If I would list the benefit that e-learning, the basic things that e-learning is supposed to give to you.
You give us the benefits after this break. You give us the benefits after this break.
Bàbá pẹ̀lú àtẹ̀bí rẹ̀ rí lọ́sẹ̀ tó kọjá. Bàbá pẹ̀lú àtẹ̀bí rẹ̀ rí lọ́sẹ̀ yìí. Ṣùgbọ́n kí ló wá jẹ́ kí nǹkan ó yàtọ̀ fún wọn o? Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ rí bàbá pẹ̀lú gbọ́ pé GoTV máa ṣe dín owó wọn kù láti $4,400 sí $7,300 kan ní báyìí. Pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀ eré ìdárayá, eré oníṣe ilẹ̀ wa, tẹlinùfẹ́là àti erémọdé. Inú bàbá pẹ̀lú àtẹ̀bí rẹ̀ kàn dùn ní ṣáá. Nítorí náà, ìwọ náà dàbí bàbá pẹ̀lú. Jẹ́ kí ọ̀pọ̀ rẹ̀ sún sí GoTV Max fún $17,000 kí o bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní jẹ̀gbádùn eré ìdárayá lẹ́rẹ̀bẹ̀ntẹ́ lẹ́dínwó máa gọra ẹ nítorí ìwọ̀nba àsìkò láǹfààní rẹ̀ á fi wá o. Ìlànà àti àdéhùn wà ṣá o. GoTV nífẹ̀ẹ́ rẹ̀.
Kí ló dé tó dá sí pọ́ọ̀tù bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn? Ó yẹ kó kọ́kọ́ kan ní kẹ́.
Ta ló sọ yẹn? Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ṣe ń ṣe pásítà tèmi nìyẹn o. Àti pé golden penny ni pásítà tí kì í lẹ̀pọ̀ kò sí ìyọnu.
Èmi fèsì pẹ̀lú ṣàjẹ́ àti oríṣiríṣi àtàkà tí kò kún àti rúworo.
Gbádùn golden penny pasta bó o ṣe fẹ́. A ṣe golden penny pasta pẹ̀lú èpo àlìkámà durum wheat tó ní protein tí kì í sí lẹ́pọ̀. O ní àǹfààní láti sè é, bù ú tàbí jẹ bó o ṣe fẹ́ nítorí pé kò ní lẹ́pọ̀. Pẹ̀lú golden penny pasta bó o ṣe fẹ́ ló dáa jù.
I won't tell you the secret of better food. Na the no chicken and classic seasoning powder. The ingredient they take make am na natural by nature, like real chicken, rosemary, black and white pepper, garlic, onion, parsley, mushroom, coriander. If you knack no seasoning powder for inside your jollof, fried rice, egusi, and all other soup, you go know say flavor pass flavor. No seasoning powder, natural by ingredients, bangba by flavor.
Hello, Mrs. Martin.
Yes. Oh, Mrs. Johnson. How may I help you?
Junior's body temperature is high and he's complaining about headaches and body aches.
Not to worry. Get Bruston and suspension.
Okay, ma'am. I'll call you back.
Bruston and suspension for children is a sweet-tasting brand of ibuprofen which provides relief against toothache, pains, and fever in children after 30 minutes.
Hello, ma'am. Oh, Junior, stop that.
Is everything okay, Mrs. Johnson?
Yes, ma'am. Junior is fine now. In fact, Junior, sorry, ma'am. I'll call you back.
Bruston and suspension for children. Always stop the product after meal. If symptoms persist after 2 hours, consult your doctor. A quality product from Rambaxay. The Polaris Save and Win promo gets more exciting as Polaris Bank customers continue to win millions of naira across the country. Be like Mr. Lucky Okunzua from Edo State.
1 million for Polaris Bank. I didn't expect.
Mr. and Mrs. Njideka from Ebonyi State.
We thank Polaris Bank for the program and for the money they are going to give us.
Akurede Gbadigeshin from Oyo State.
They were surprised to pay 100,000 naira.
You too can be a millionaire in the Polaris Save and Win promo. Top up your account with a minimum of 10,000 naira monthly for 3 consecutive months to qualify, and you could be one of the 180 people to win 100,000 naira each, or one of 8 lucky people to win 1 million naira. So start saving today or open an account. Visit our website or any Polaris Bank branch near you. This promo runs till April 2021. Terms and conditions apply.
OneXBet don land with big ogbonge odds and sharp cash out method. You wey like sport, this na your big opportunity to take make better money on top all your bets. Wey be big away. My Naija people, abeg make una no sleep on this one. Make you rush now. Go visit our website on onexbet.ng. No forget to use the promo code BETNG and you go get 200% bonus on your first deposit. OneXBet, bets wey dey for everybody.
1960 bets don't return with big FCO as they don't arrange new management. They don't come back better and stronger. Then they pay commission to their agents' bank accounts and winnings to their customers. Sharply. No delay. You fit do football or virtual games plus live bet jackpot for inside 1960 bets. Visit their website on top www.1960bets.com. 1960 bets. Play and win.
You see that your cousin will not dey carry last for food matter. And that your niece will not like to chop better thing.
No, I know the shopper.
What about your uncle? We not get shit. And that your guy will always like drink the last Coca-Cola. We sabi them. But without them, food not is sweet. Coca-Cola and food together tastes better.
Taste the feeling.
YS Live.
YS Live.
òyìnbó wa pọ̀ díẹ̀ láàárọ̀ ìtorí ọ̀rọ̀ intanṣọ ló fà á a sì sọ Yorùbá díẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n àwọn àgbékalẹ̀ ní Yorùbá fún àwọn gẹ́ẹ̀sì wa nípa ọ̀rọ̀ ogun intanṣọ yìí òun ni mò ń wo bọ́n yìí fẹ́ gbé kalẹ̀ ṣe lè sọ Yorùbá díẹ̀.
a máa gbìyànjú náà ni.
You list the benefits, then when you list the benefits, perhaps you can say the ones you can say in Yoruba language.
Okay, you mean the best?
Yeah.
All right, so tá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àǹfààní tí ó yẹ kí a máa rí nínú ẹ̀yin lè máa fún mi Yorùbá ilẹ̀ ni ká máa kọ́
ẹ̀kọ́ lórí ayárabíàṣá
a máa rí àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kí a máa rí nínú nǹkan yìí ni pé number one thing kan tó jẹ́ nǹkan àkọ́kọ́ tí ó yẹ kó jẹ́ bí àǹfààní tí ó yẹ kó fún wa ni wípé ó yẹ kí a lè ní yàrá akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ní níbi kíbi tá a bá wà kó dàbí yàrá akẹ́kọ̀ọ́. So mo wà nínú ilé mi ní bí nínú inú yàrá ni mo wà ní o àbí ilé ìwẹ̀ ni o àbí kíní kan mo lè máa kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ láti bẹ̀ so mo lè kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ níbi tí mo bá wà. Nǹkan tó jẹ́ èkejì ni wípé there is what is called tracking. You should be able to track the it's not like you're just going to class and then you're teaching people something and you don't know whether they got it or did not get it or whatever. You should be able to track your learning outcome. Kí ni a fẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ yìí mọ̀ tí wọ́n bá tá bá kọ́ wọn ní ẹ̀kọ́ ìtàn? Ṣé wọ́n mọ̀? Tí wọ́n àbí kò yé wọn? Kí ni ó yẹ ká ṣe lẹ́yìn bí? Àwọn kí ni àwọn mélòó ló wá nínú àwọn tó wá? Àwọn wo ló gba àwọn bí exercises fún àwọn ní òkúta? So how do you track? So the technology helps. One of the advantages of anything digital is that it helps you to track things. You can measure easily. Bí n ṣe tó máa ṣe ní téèyàn wà kílára ní ẹ take attendance má ṣe máa kọ sílẹ̀. Èèyàn mélòó ló wá èèyàn márùn-ún. But lórí ajẹ́rìí kọ̀ǹpútà instantly pé lórí a lè wà lórí Facebook báyìí ẹ mọ iye àwọn tó ń wà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ lórí Facebook báyìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni ilẹ̀ ní ṣe máa rí ó máa jẹ́ kó wà easy láti track a lot of things. Then the other thing is feedback. Pé báwo ni wọ́n ṣe ń fi pé kò ń jẹ́ bí asọ̀rọ̀mágbèsì ẹnìkan ṣe bí àwọn gbé crossing ṣé nǹkan tẹ kà yìí ṣó yé yín yes no táwọn tó yẹ pé 50% bá sọ pé no pé kò yá wọn wọn ò gbà nǹkan tá a ṣe yìí ó dàpọ̀ máa tún ṣe o. So feedback á jẹ́ kó wà easy then recorded wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ pa recorded sessions tí èèyàn kan ò bá wá sí bóyá ààrẹ ò yá ni àbí nǹkan ṣé tí ẹni yẹn ti gbé lórí
àbí nepa mú náà wọn lọ
àbí nepa mú náà ṣé tí ẹni yẹn ti gbé nìyẹn ṣé kò sí nǹkan míì tó lè ṣe àbí ṣé máa lọ kanlẹ̀kùn lọ bá lecturer pé lecturer ẹjọ́ mi ìwà class òkè lẹ́kọ́ wọn àbáṣe lọ máa gba note pé irú yẹn kò sí pé o miss nǹkan kan you can always go back there. So those are the basic benefits àwọn àǹfààní tí èèyàn lè rí lórí pé okay fine there is this we are going for e-learning.
ní máa bèrè béèrè kan tó pa e-learning kan tó tẹ̀síwájú láyé physical àwọn kan máa ń di pàǹpà wọnú exam.
kí ló ń jẹ́ pàǹpà.
wọ́n máa ń sinra.
ok tó wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe exam ok.
wọ́n máa ń sinra wọlé.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
náà e-learning yìí ṣe rò pé pàǹpà ni yóò mọ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀.
èyí ibùdó nítorí ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ.
ṣé ohun tí mò ń sọ lè yín ṣá ẹ jẹ́ n fọ́ sí wẹ́wẹ́ dáadáa kó lè yá àwọn tó wà nítorí wọ́n gbégun wọlé àwọn kan máa ń kọ wọ́n á ti gbégun wọlé wọ́n á ti rí béèrè àbí kán ti kọ oríṣiríṣi àǹsà wàrà ń gbà yẹn wọ́n máa ń mú wọn nù kíláàsì.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ nìyí nígbà tó ń bá ṣe virtual exam kíni kan ẹlòmíà kan sáré lọ Google àsáré wo ansa a máa gbélé ẹlòmíà sáré wo ohun tó ti ṣe inú kíláàsì a sáré highlight a sáré gbé padà a tún copy and paste ṣe é rò pé kò ní máa ṣẹlẹ̀ kẹ́ tó tẹ̀síwájú ni o.
nǹkan tẹ́ sọ òótọ́ ni and ní tòótọ́ ó yẹ ká máa mọ nǹkan tí digital iṣẹ́ tí digital ń ṣe àti iṣẹ́ tí kò lè ṣe digital ò sọ wípé bóyá digital lè sọ pé ó máa make it easier fún yín ó lè make àwọn nǹkan tí ó possible tẹ́lẹ̀ possible kò yọ àwọn kankan wà tí ò yọ kúrò gẹ́gẹ́ bí ó ṣe jẹ́ pé tẹ́lẹ̀ tó bá ní owó ńlé bí alẹ́ lẹ́ máa lówó yín máa wà bí nǹkankan tó máa fẹ́ jí yín lówó wọn kàn lè jí owó gbé wọn lè ìsìn náà lórí digital náà wọ́n lè jí but ọ̀nà míì náà fi máa jí so lórí e-learning náà bóyá tó máa fẹ́ ṣe exam online e-testing or whatever ó possible náà kí wọ́n sì lè ṣe àrúmọjẹ nínú ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ọ̀nà tí wọ́n fi lè jẹ́ kí wọ́n má ṣe ó pọ̀ ju bí wọ́n bá ń ṣe ní classroom lọ.
lọ́nà wo
sọ ní tó bá jẹ́ pé bí à ń sìn yìí tí mo bá jí ọ̀rẹ́ mi tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi báyìí mo jí wọnú exam àwọn àjọ kọ̀ọ̀kan kan náà ó easy fún kọ̀ǹpútà láti mú gbogbo àwọn tó ṣe the same thing pé nǹkan kan báyìí òun máa mark ẹ̀ instantly láti mọ̀ pé àwọn people yìí òun jọ copy ara wọn ní àdéhùn group wọn sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan ẹni tó ṣe tiẹ̀ ní for instance ní ó dàbí wọ́n ti ń ṣe ní UI náà mo gbọ́ pé wọ́n ń ṣe ní UI tí wọ́n bá pé àsìkò kan wà Nàìjíríà up like maybe 10 years ago tó jẹ́ pé àwọn tó ń kọ project tó ń kọ thesis wọ́n á kàn lọ jí project ẹnìkan mú ní inú kìíní wọ́n á dẹ̀ copy ẹ̀. They call it plagiarism. The technology make it possible láti track plagiarism easy. Tẹ́pẹ́ kan máa ń kàn fi content yẹn síbẹ̀. Á dẹ̀ sọ pé ẹni báyìí o plagiarism content is about 10% or 70% or kíníkan. Tó bá ti wọ bí 30% wọ́n á sọ pé ọ̀gá lọ tún iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣe. Ọ̀ọ́kàn tiẹ̀ lé ẹ̀ dànù pé báyìí tí wàá lọ máa jíyàn copy. So computer make it easy láti track àwọn tí dóò kò yọ kúrò pé bí àwọn ò ní lè ṣe arúmọjẹ. But tó bá wù yín láti track àwọn tó ń ṣe ẹ máa mọ àwọn tó because mẹ́ta bá wà ń bì tá bá fún wa ní exam paper bí ó yá ta ni president Nàìjíríà tán ní ká kọ sílẹ̀ ẹlòmíì á kọ president Muhammadu Buhari ẹlòmíì á kọ general Muhammadu Buhari kò ní jẹ́ the same thing so computer the way bí computer ṣe ń ronú ó jẹ́ kó easy fún láti track irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn computer ó easy láti mólè ju physical lọ so ẹni tó bá gbé eégún wọlé ó possible kí computer mú because
ó ṣe kó rú ẹ.
ó máa àyíṣẹ́ báyìí àwọn school kan I think osu or something wọ́n ṣe post jam recently software tí wọ́n fi ṣe wọ́n sọ fún wọn pé tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe kí ní omi ìṣọ̀ pé náà wà ń bẹ́ o a máa wo ju yín báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣe wọ́n so ẹ máa jókòó síwájú computer báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ kàn máa wájú computer ó máa wo ẹ̀yin náà máa ríra yín pé nǹkan tẹ̀ ṣe a máa wo bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń tẹ̀ a máa wo bí ẹ̀yin nìkan lè wà ń bẹ̀ bóyá ẹnìkan kọ yín bíbi tẹ́ wà yín nìkan.
bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n pass paper.
bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n pass paper bóyá ó ní nǹkan tó ti ẹ̀ ń ṣe tí ò yẹ kó máa ṣe. ohun tí lè ṣe náà tó yẹ pé ó máa tẹ́pẹ́tẹ́ bá ń ṣe nǹkan mí bóyá ẹ ṣí Google lórí lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń search ìbánsà ó máa mọ̀. so àwọn nǹkan kan kọ̀ǹpútà jẹ́ kó
ṣé gbogbo iléèwé ló wá ní gbogbo tẹ̀ ń sọ yìí.
wọ́n lè má ì tí ì ní.
láwọn la fi ń sọ báyìí ká lè máa ta wọn lólobó.
wọ́n lè má ì tí ì ní ṣùgbọ́n èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tó ti lọ sí iléèwé rí mo mọ̀ pé wọn ò nídìí láti nírú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn gan. ibi ìnáwó tá a bá ń fi ilé ayé rọ tá a bá ń ayé nira lára òyìnbó ò fi ilé ayé nira wọn lára tí èèyàn bá mọ bóyá ta ni president bóyá wọ́n kọ́ wa lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yẹ ká mọ ẹni tó jẹ́ nǹkan kan báyìí ẹni tó jẹ́ president Nàìjíríà tí ẹni yẹn ò bá mọ̀ during test gan during classroom àwọn test tó máa ń submit ọ̀tẹ́ni ò bá ṣe wọ́n ní ẹ ti máa mọ̀ kò ń ṣe pé bóyá exam pé ok ẹnìkan ń gbèwé àbí ṣé ẹlòmíì máa gbèwé tó tóbi báyìí lọ sí ìwé exam mọ̀ tẹ́ máa béèrè question lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ báwo ló ṣe mọ bí tí kinní yẹn wà ní ìwé tó ti gbé so kò ń ṣe pé bóyá mò ń sọ wípé kò yẹ kí emphasis wà lórí pé káwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ má déwé emphasis gbọ́dọ̀ wà pé ṣáwọn ọmọ yìí mọ nǹkan tá à ń kọ́ wọn ìdí nǹkan tó ibi tó yẹ kí emphasis wà gangan nìyẹn pé ṣé nǹkan tá à ń kọ́ wọn ṣé ó ń yé wọn. So I will not advise authorities to be investing much in tracking whether they are doing bad or they are doing wrong. I would want them to track, okay, are these people coming to classes? Is this thing accessible to them? Can they, and they can easily find this out by looking at, okay, what is the attendance like? That the test you are giving them intermittently, who is attempting it? What score are they getting? Then plagiarism, just make sure they are not copying each other. So that is what I would say.
Okay, now let's have more benefit.
All right, so part of the benefit that I believe that this can bring to us now as Nigerians, apart from the general benefit, is that it opens our eyes to now some people are going to take classes in Dubai online or whatever. Now we can open our borders, and now the UI will know that they can take somebody from Ghana now for a degree. That the person does not need to travel here. They get somebody in the UK can take it. So it opens our eye to another completely different reality, a new market entirely. So I think over the years, right, as Nigerians, we've been thinking about the fact ó dàbí àwọn tó ń tajà náà ni ó ń ta biscuit ó rò pé okay biscuit tó ń ta yẹn o ẹni tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ tó ń ta biscuit òun ni competitor ẹ̀. But you don't know that people are leaving this country now. They are going to school in Ghana. They are going to school in Cotonou. Yes. And they will spend this whole thing on first on UI. Only sometimes 10 in Cotonou. So it opened your eyes to the reality that yes, they have just one job to do. That is service. And what kind of service should I be providing as a school? You must provide the quality learning. Let it be that the focus of our schools will be like, okay, I know that yes, this is the kind of learning I want to provide. This, and there is a channel now, which is the e-learning channel that I have that I can use to give this learning. Let it be that they will put their effort and everything on it. Not that they'll be fighting over. Sometimes when I read the news and I read the school saying whatever, it is just kind of the things they talk about. I'd be like, you say you don't know that. Like a lady, I met her 2 days ago, and then she went to school in Ghana. And then I said, why did you go all the way to Ghana to school? She said, she remember to graduate by. Some of them 200 level, 300 level, no matter what. And I'd be like, and I asked her a simple question: what are the things they're doing in Ghana that we are not doing here? And he said, well, the thing is that they don't strike much. They don't even strike. Their public school don't strike. Their private schools don't strike. That you enter school at a particular time, you get out at this particular time. Now, these are people that understand what their focus should be like, and not that we just have to be doing things. We just have to be getting. I just have to get what will make life comfortable for me, not that I have to deliver on the service that I want to do. So another benefit, very important benefit that e-learning should bring is the fact that there was a research that somebody did that I told probably Akeju is beside me, and I told him something, and then Akeju asked to tell somebody else. In the chain of trying to pass down information, some things get lost. Yeah. Probably I just taught some set of people the principle of thermodynamics now, and then tomorrow I go back and tell them and teach them the same thing, the principle of thermodynamics, and I may leave out something today that I said yesterday, and tomorrow I may leave out something else. So there is something that is missing. But with e-learning, because I have a structured learning thing, I know what is missing and what is not. Yes. So I can go back there and make sure, okay, my material is sound, and I will be tracking it. If it is not sound enough, okay, what do I need to tweak? Okay, the people that answered this question, they seem not to get this particular subsection of this chapter. Do I need to talk about it more? And then they will do it. So it helps to ensure that there is no. It's in fact, e-learning is supposed to be the basic. That even when the school resume physically, they should not stop e-learning. That e-learning should be there. Physical, they should just come to class sometimes to just be like a less interact, less. So if they want to drop anything, they should just drop it in that platform and let. So it forms. E-learning should form like the background of every form of learning that we are engaging in Nigeria as from today, and that is if we have learned anything from from this pandemic and everything. That is if we've learned anything. Do you know that some schools, even primary school, during the pandemic, some primary school, they did not miss one day like this. Like the day they said lockdown, the next day they started class. Do you know why was that possible? Because they had something on ground before. Probably they already had a WhatsApp group. Even if it was just as simple as a WhatsApp group, they just say, okay, our WhatsApp group, go to Google Classroom, go to this one. So that is how we should think. Like, okay, what needs to change in our system? So, and I think that if a nation is going to progress, it will start from the institutions that they have, the institutions of learning that they have. So if we're looking at Nigeria is backward today, is whatever, we should look at our institutions. Why is it backward? Then we should look at, okay, why are our teachers striking? Why are they striking every time? Why is, this one, why are our students not, we teach them...
Are you aware some teachers, some lecturers can't operate e-learning gadgets, equipment?
Yes, that's the truth, actually.
That's one of the issues, yeah.
Many lecturers are already used to the normal way they are doing things. In fact, even before the whole e-learning virtual classes have started, we will still see lecturers when you are still in classes physically that will have to do some things with slides and all. Then you see that some of them are really, really having difficult time in getting to do those things. If some of them, in fact, want to submit projects, most of them will request that you submit hard copies. They would not want you to submit soft copy because they don't want to go through the inconveniences and all. So right now, I think this is a big start for the whole educational system in the whole of Nigeria. If schools are starting virtual classes, it's saying that yes, you have to get many things right. Those lecturers that are finding it hard to adjust must adjust by fire by force.
They're used to the analog way.
Yes, you have to adjust by fire by force, because if let's say the whole virtual classes persist, let's say we go on for 5-6 years and you cannot adjust, then your services are not needed any longer. So that means you need to, it's going to be a requirement.
So this is actually posing a challenge to lecturers.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say it's a challenge to everybody. And what we should know is that we cannot stay where we are currently. If we agree that we need to move forward, I believe it becomes easier. Now, to some of the lecturers, I would say that I understand. I understand the fact that, yes, they spent maybe 30 years using this particular system. You want them to migrate. So I believe if we all agree that this is something that is good, the management, whatever, will help each other to migrate. For instance, a lecturer that is not computer literate, and then he still has a lot of things he needs to do, probably make research in his field and all that. Then you say, go and do one computer course. Go and sit on the computer like, I'm not going to do this thing. I believe it's the same almost everywhere. Almost everywhere. And sometimes before I point a finger, I would look at what is obtainable in all these other places that works. What are the things that they are doing better? I would say, yeah, for instance now, if to make a good e-learning content, the lecturer cannot do it alone. Can a lecturer afford to make a studio that has the right lighting or whatever to stand in front of the camera and then...
I think lecturers don't have money to do that.
Well, I would say that it should not be their responsibility.
duties.
It should not be their duty. So I would say that if the e-learning thing is something that we want to do, it's an investment that the school itself, and then with, of course, you have to bring everybody on, but make sure they understand the reason why the reason they have to do the things that you're putting forward and all that. Then invest in these people. So I would say a lecturer that's maybe a 65 or 70-year-old lecturer. I think 70 years is the retirement age now. A 70-year-old man. When I'm looking at the 70-year-old lecturer, I'm looking at my dad who is 73. And I'm like, oh, my dad struggles when I go home sometimes. Be like, oh, yeah, like she come delete video phone of me. I'm looking at that. So I'm looking at, okay, fine, how can we help these people? Of course, because we can look at it like...
And your dad is educated?
Of course. My dad is a lawyer. So I'm looking... I can look at it and say, Tani, but if you look at the fact that what he knows, my dad is one of the best lawyers that I know, So if I now look at, Lord, I will now... Lord, on this my party, I will pare. Just because it cannot operate a computer. It's just as simple. The analogy will be like, she understand? Come out be any year at the UK, be at the America, so I want to more computer it's because of the opportunity we have. I've spent almost like 20-something years operating computer almost day and night. I cannot be at the same level with most people. So I must understand that challenge and then make sure that we accommodate everybody. So what I would do to these lecturers is to ensure that, it's called continuous learning. Everyone should be learning. So if it be that we want them to do this, I would assign somebody in all this. Lecturers should have assistants. You have, they call them public teaching assistant or something. Yes. The teaching assistant, there are some things that they are going to, those ones are younger. They have, more, they could be, they want to do something. So I would... That
will add more wages to government, government wala.
Well, education, one bitter truth that some of us Nigerians will get to understand now is that education is not cheap, though it is worth it.
We'll come back after this short break.
Yes.
Excuse me? Yes, I'm talking to you. You who always wants to give your family the best things. I know you love this exciting DSTV decoder bundle offer. Instead of 18,600 naira, you can get a new DSTV HD decoder plus 1 month DSTV confirmed subscription for a lower price of 9,900 naira. Yes, you heard me right. A brand new DSTV HD decoder plus 1 month DSTV confirmed subscription for a lower price of 9,900 naira. If you've always wanted to give your family amazing entertainment, then this is your time. Offer starts from February 1st for a limited time only. Terms and conditions apply. DSTV Nigeria. It's your moment.
Dákun fi mí lé o jàre, n ò ráyè tiẹ̀ lóru ọ̀gànjọ́ yìí o.
Èwo mo tún ṣe fún ọ.
Wo páànù òrùlé wa, kójú òun rọ̀, ariwo gèè bíi pọ́pin ayédè, òjò poroporo bí omi inú apẹ̀rẹ̀. Bóòrùn ràn, ilé ògbóná jọjọ bí ilé-iṣẹ́ búrẹ́dì, ìwọ wà ládùúgbò wa. Ó ti parí pípààrọ̀ òrùlé rẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ sí Nigerite Lifespan. Ìwọ̀n kan náà kú ní òrùlé páànù àti Nigerite Lifespan. Báyìí, òrùlé rẹ̀ ò dípẹ̀tà mọ́, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò jò mọ́. Kòkòkò ló ń le sí bọ́dún ṣe ń gorí ọdún. Ó sì mọ́ tónítóní bí ara oníhun.
Mo ti gba òrùlé Nigerite Lifespan. Òun ó jò pàrọ̀ páànù òfò adójútì ni. Àti pé láti sísìn lọ, òrùlé Nigerite Lifespan tó ní òǹtẹ̀ ìdámọ̀ Nigerite lórí ni ó máa lò fún gbogbo àwọn oníbàárà mi. Sọ́gbọ́.
International carpenter ọkọ mi o.
O sì já tura òjò yìí. Òrùlé Nigerite Lifespan nígbà òjò nígbà gbogbo.
Oh, lunch. Guys, I'm going for lunch. Please, put more soup. Oh, yes. Nice meal. My chest. I'm free from heartburn and indigestion. Try Just Eat. My recommendation for that. 26 years. Just Eat is a brand of aluminium and magnesium hydroxide and simethicone. Just Eat is available in suspension and tablets. Remedy for heartburn, indigestion, flatulence, and acidity. Just Eat. Now available in new packs. If symptoms persist after 3 days, please see your doctor. Read the leaflet inside.
Are you with me? petroleum dealer? Do you own petrol tankers? Are you a depot manager? 7117 is the number for you. 7117 is for you. Yeah, to check your products, yeah, and check your payment transactions. 7117 on your phone. Check your delivery schedule. It's so convenient. 7117 is for you.
Introducing Downstream Remote Monitoring System, DRMS, for petroleum products depots, retail outlets to monitor and manage all petroleum products activities using *7117#. DRMS is powered by the Department of Petroleum Resources, DPR, Petroleum Regulatory Agency of Nigeria.
My name is Data Lover Joe Mapel. Any wolf I go know I'm well. Oh, MTN Pulse don't come ring my bell. What's this I hear of data just for the night? You see, I'm a very, very big guy, but I don't joke with my giggy bites. So MTN get the free guy with this data plan for the midnight. 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. 2 gig, oh boy, I can live the life. IG, TikTok is ready to go. Oh boy, I'm feeling fine. Because 11 to 6 in the morning, IG, TikTok, body, 2 gig, there for me. MTN Pulse, yes, of course, MTN Pulse.
MTN Pulse. Do you? Dial *406# to join.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
It's here!
What's that? What's here, Mom?
The new Maxi 20 hand sanitizer.
Tell me about it, Mom.
The new Maxi 20 hand sanitizer is carefully produced to help us fight germs and provide the right protection for every family.
Introducing the new Maxi 20 hand sanitizer to help you fight germs every day.
Mom, now I can clean up germs that touch my hand and be fine, right?
Yes, son, you can, because Maxi 20 will keep you protected.
Yippee!
Maxi 20, war on germs. Another quality product from Intercontinental Distillers Limited.
These are the steps to wash your hands.
Wet your hand, yeah. Apply soap, scrub your palms, scrub your fingers too, yeah. Scrub your nails, yeah. Scrub the back, the front, and rinse your hand, oh. Wash your hand, oh. Wash your hand, oh.
Wash your hands properly on the running water for at least 20 seconds to stop the spread of germs. This public service message is brought to you by Dettol.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No, dear. Now, hole for teeth they cause most tooth pain will be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, take brush every day. The confirmed formula could help keep natural calcium inside our teeth. We could protect them from tooth decay.
Time don't reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate. Because Colgate locks calcium in.
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Don't let power outage interrupt your life. Genos inverters come on automatically during power outage, so you enjoy continuous power without interruption. Get Genos and enjoy power without noise and without manual changeover. Call 0700-111-2233. That is 0700-111-2233. Genos inverters and batteries, energizing lives.
iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná a máa fúnni ní ìmọ́lẹ̀ a sì máa mú ìdẹ̀rùn wá láti wá dènà ìjàmbá iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná ojúlówó wáyà tàbí kébù ló yẹ ká fi fa iná nínú ilé lọ́fíìsì àti nínú ìlú Purchem wires and cables ní àwọn ilé-iṣẹ́ mọ̀nàmọ́ná àti àwọn agbaṣẹ́ṣe yàn láàyò ojúlówó ni kì í bó lára kò kì í jóná àbáàdì kì í kán sínú ó sì fini lọ́kàn balẹ̀ ìdí nìyí tí Standard Organization of Nigeria fi fòǹtẹ̀tẹ̀ tí Nigeria Electrical Contractors náà fi dìbò fún bí copper cable ṣe wà ní aluminium cable ń bẹ nípele lówó tí kò gún pa Purchem wires and cables tó jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Kaman ló ṣe ojúlówó wires and cable jáde olú iléeṣẹ́ Purchem wires and cables limited wà ní Afrin's compound Fort Gate number 122/132 Oṣòdì Apapa expressway ìyànà ìsọlọ bus stop Lagos ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wọn ní 080-803 03257 Pure Chem Wires and Cables. Ìrọ̀rùn fi iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná.
YS Live.
All right, let me quickly take one or two comments here. Bello Yemi Ezekiel JP says it is so pathetic that this federal government has breached its obligations and constitutional responsibilities as stated in Section 13 and 14 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, and has degraded to sponsoring more crimes against citizens in guise of using Gumi as a negotiator between the government and the criminals, who should be arrested for aiding crime and conspiracy. There is no regards for the fundamental rights of the people in accordance to Section 33, right to life, 34, right to dignity of human persons, etc. A lot of torture, killing, raping, arson, wanton, etc. perpetrated by these bandits called Fulani S-men. Ordinarily, no person is allowed to move around with weapons except those allowed by law. But today, the police will arrest me or you for holding weapons, but will protect the Fulani. I hope you get what I'm trying to read here. We protect a Fulani with AK-47, even while killing people with it. How many of these elements has been prosecuted and convicted in court? Only those who confronted them for destroying the farm were arrested, prosecuted, and arraigned in court. It is so pathetic. Comrade Bello Yemi Ezekiel JP. That's his comment. You want to say something about that? Let me quickly take this again, and we wrap it up. We have another comment from Modupe Praise. I have some of a comment here. I'm trying to, this is what you're saying, our network, like we are talking about e-learning, network will just come and go. And at this point, if I were in an e-learning class, I must have missed some information from the lecturers. Test. Okay, now, Moduka say it's a major challenge to the lecturers and teachers. Change is not easy. Change is not easy. You want to quickly say one or two things to this, then we can, our time is fast spent. You can wrap it up now.
Well, change truly is not easy, but some changes are kind of like important to our survival. So we must identify which of those changes are, and this is what we do, right? Sometimes when we want somebody to change, we put all the responsibility of change on them. And that may not be like what is best for everybody. I was saying the other time the need for, let's say, the lecturers, they have assistants specifically for this change, because we know how important this change are. You mentioned that it may increase the wages or less the responsibility of the management. I would say that education is
not cheap.
It's not cheap, and of course, anywhere in the world, you understand that places that people go today to get quality education, they are paying dearly for it.
Heavily.
And so if that is the case, our own cannot be different. So let's find out what the costs we need to pay, the opportunity cost, and let's see how we can, make it happen. So I'll recommend our lecturers are helped so that they can help us. That knowledge, that thing that they have, we must ensure we have a way to extract it so that our students can be what they need to be.
Ayola Falola is a cybersecurity professional and a senior computer software programmer. Thank you very much for coming on this program.
Welcome.
Comrade Olusegun Akeju, SUG President, University of Ibadan.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Your parting shot, 1 second.
Yes, I would just encourage our students, because right now it's more of self-education. So you have to be up and doing. You have to know what you are doing. So don't turn education to side hustle. Let's know that, yes, the reason why you applied to study particular course because of one thing, and let's follow the course. I believe everything will be fine. Thank
Education should not be turned to side hustle.
Yes.
Desmond to the G. Olúwa lórí consult tó ń bá wa tẹ̀ ń bí Progress Prime Media photographer ní PSM ló ń bá a ṣe Rashida Ọlọ́wọ́ ọdún lórí consult Dàmúlá Ológunfe internal producer àti Julia Anthony àtúpàdé lágbára Ọlọ́run lọ́jọ́ mẹ́jọ pẹ̀lú ohun tó ti ṣe aláǹfààní. Yemi Sonde lórúkọ tèmi, Yemi Sonde Media House, Yemi Sonde Crescent nífẹ̀lẹ́lẹ̀ express bus stop ibẹ̀ lọ́fíìsì wa wà. Ẹ lè gbé polówó yín wá síbẹ̀. Ẹ lọ sí website wa www.ysclimited.com www.ysclimited.com 00355-29883 Yemi Sonde ló máa gbé 00355-29883. Àmàlà yà fẹ́ ògbọ́dọ̀ tútù máa ń gbádùn ẹ̀gàn ní gbígbóná gbáà ó dọjọ́ mẹ́jọ.
The opinions and views expressed by guests on this program are those